Back now at 8:44 with a community that's united to fix a troubling problem. Today, contributor Giada De Laurentiis has more on a new program in Rock Hill, South Carolina, using an interesting way to feed kids in need.
Whenever my tummy's growling, it growls like a little bit loud, and I can't understand what the teacher's saying.
This is the face of hunger.
Have you gone to school hungry?
Yeah.
What's that like?
Your tummy is like going to blow up because it's like growling so much.
Mila and Mallory Minton are just two of the nearly 600 students in the Rock Hill, South Carolina district who receive subsidized meals at school during the week, but go with little to no food on the weekends.
At night, you'd be laying there sleeping, and your baby that's laying on next to you, their belly will growl, and makes you think about why didn't I get some more for my kid to eat, or how is it I can feed them?
Their mother, Jennifer Malzahn, struggles to make ends meet.
If you have to have money for gas or for your electric or your rent or whatever,
You'd rather go for that than the food.
you have to do that. You have to do that. You have to pay those other things before you can buy
Feed
food.
your kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
The struggles of this family are shared by many in this community. 1 out of every 17 students in Rock Hill spends their weekends hungry, a problem that came to the forefront 3 years ago.
There were children that were actually wrapping up part of their lunch on Friday to take home and get them through the weekend. When you hear those stories, you can't ignore that. You just have to do something about it.
So at the start of the 2008 school year, Back the Pack was born, providing bags filled with snacks for children in need.
It was a real eye-opener that was happening right here in my community, right in my own backyard.
With the help of students and community volunteers, more than 500 bags per week are packed with non-perishable food items.
So does anybody ever cheat and put a little extra something? Since I saw you grab a few extra things? Sometimes, I know. I know you do.
And discreetly distributed to students on Fridays. Each bag costs $3 to make, so Back the Pack, a nonprofit organization, relies on grants and donations, including charitable giving from members of the community.
We have a bus driver who sees these children every day on his bus route, and when he found out that we had a program where he could actually do payroll deduction, he was one of the first people to sign up.
But the problem is not isolated in Rock Hill. In 2007, there were more than 12 million children living in households with limited access to adequate food, and the impact this has had in the classroom is detrimental. A recent study shows that hungry children are significantly more likely to receive special education services, engage in aggressive behavior, and have chronic health conditions. Educators in Rock Hill witnessed this firsthand, until Back the Pack helped turn some of these kids' lives around.
These children are vibrant, have lots more energy, eager to learn, not getting into as many arguments.
80% of these students had improved academically. They were seeing 40% less visits to the school nurse. So the statistics have been amazing in a short period of time.
But the proof is in the pudding.
It gives me a peace of mind thinking that if nothing else, I know that we've got to tide them over.
It's a good thing that we got those bags.
Giada, it's really unbelievable. Yeah, it really is. The statistics are just so disturbing. Besides seeing the kids hoarding the food on Fridays to take home, what other signs did the school district have that said to them there's a real problem with weekends?
Well, I think what happens is the kids leave the school on a Friday, and between Friday and Monday morning, there's 66 hours where they go with very little food or no food at all. And so the school bus, the school bus driver, they would ask them for food, their friends for food. They would fall asleep in class or start acting really weird in class. They can't concentrate without any food.
They're so hungry. Right?
They're so hungry, right. So that's really when the school district and the teachers started asking the kids questions. And because the kids are little, it was easy for them to kind of tell them what was going on.
Have you seen this transferred to other communities? Do you know if other school districts are doing this? Or?
I do know that there's been a lot of interest within North and South Carolina, but I got interested because I thought I could maybe do this for my area where I live in Los Angeles. So I definitely think it's a program where you can either donate if you want to, or take a look at your own neighborhoods and see what you can do to help. This is possible everywhere.
And if it's happening there,
it's happening
all over.
everywhere. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.